Hi everyone, welcome to What Makes You Say That Wednesday. As you know, I love me a thinking routine, and today's is just as good as the other two have been. They're so creative and interesting, and they challenge kids to think in a way that perhaps they're not used to thinking, and to explain their thinking in really meaningful ways, and that's why I'm such a fan of these routines. Today is colour, symbol, image. What we're doing here is allowing children who may not access writing skills as easily as other children to express themselves, as well as just adding a different element to the thinking routine, giving kids an opportunity to do it in a different way. So when you do colour, symbol, image as a routine in the classroom or with kids at home, what you're wanting to do with them is to have them read, watch or learn about a particular a stimulus. So you might read a book and then do a roundup of it using colour, symbol, image. For example, Anzac Day. Using colour, symbol, image as a way to reflect on an Anzac Day story can be really effective. You want them to identify and then really boil down, really distill down to the core ideas. And they do that by first thinking of a colour that comes to mind when that story, for example, is read. An image, a symbol that comes to mind, and then an image. The difference between a symbol and an image can be tricky at first. Becomes easier the more they do it and the more you go along. Also becomes easier as the kids get a bit older. But the idea is that a symbol truly is that, like a dollar sign, a peace sign, a stop sign, not just signs though. A dove, for example, might symbolize peace, that kind of thing. So they're the symbols, and then an image is more of a picture that is drawn or is seen, something with more detail and more going on as opposed to just a symbol. Most importantly though, like PMI, plus minus interesting, and like I see, I think, I wonder, the kids really need to be able to say what made them say that. So for example, let's just say we do Anzac Day, read an Anzac Day book, and I come up with the colour, well, I'm going to say red. What makes me say that? Well, the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of Anzac Day is death and bloodshed, which is dreadfully sad. So for me, that is the colour that I would choose. You're not restricted to one colour, you can have two colours. And I think the second one I go straight to would be a khaki, the uniforms, the colours of our uniform. So those would be the colours I would choose, and that would be what I then write about. Symbol, a symbol for Anzac Day. I might draw an Anzac cookie. That's tricky to draw. I don't know, an Anzac cookie, possibly. Again, you don't want to get into too much detail. It has to just be a symbol. For image, that's when you might get into detail. That's when you might do a few soldiers together, a soldier on a horse perhaps. Something that's more telling the story of Anzac Day, or perhaps something that happened in your story. Your book on Anzac Day might not be about the actual war, it might be about what happened at home while the men were off at war. So it's really open to interpretation. But yeah, colour, symbol, image. It's as simple as that. Write down what's been inspired from the stimulus, whatever that may be, and then make sure you answer what makes you say that. I'm putting a link in my comments to a website that has the template that you can download. These templates here, boom, boom. I'm getting good at this editing stuff. Well, maybe they're there. I'm not sure where they'll be on the screen. Anyway, and you can download those pieces for yourself and have a go. Or if you'd rather not, just open a book and, you know, draw 2 lines, make 3 columns and just go for it. So yeah, colour, symbol, image. Oh, I do love thinking routines. All right, everyone. So good to see you again. I will see you tomorrow for Throwback Thursday. Bye.